Digitized live in Studio 1B in Cape Coral, Florida, and being broadcasted via Facebook Live feed in HD in the same studio. I'm D-Train. Here he is, the broken geriatric, the failure of karate, the dreamer of the El Camino, Dave off the air Waterman. What's going on, Dave?
Ooh.
It never fails.
Never.
You always come in hot.
Always come in hot. Dude.
There you go again, man.
Dude.
I'll turn your mic down since you have no mic control.
Yes, I do, man.
There you go.
Dude.
Try a little bit.
Bro.
Bro.
Better?
Yep.
Testing 1 2 1 2. I'm doing good, man. I'll tell you, I'm in a lot of pain.
That makes two of us.
I chose not to go to a doctor, obviously.
Chose or circumstances based on finances and the lack of insurance made the decision.
Well, no, man. I mean, come on. Me and you skated many years, and we've had many sprained ankles. Did we go to a doctor for every sprained ankle we got skateboarding? No. So, I knew how to take care of that, You know what I'm saying? But the swelling has gotten worse. And they always say the second and third day are the worst, and it's really gotten black and blue, man.
Oh, yeah.
And
I would ask to see it, but your toenails are way too funky, and I don't want that.
Dude, my toenails aren't bad, bro. Dude, I keep them trimmed, man, constantly.
According to that video, I'd say otherwise.
Well, I hadn't had a chance to here in the past 2 weeks, but I typically keep them very trimmed and very, very clean, very clean, very clean.
Well, let's start things off on a good note. Last week was the first live stream we've ever done. There was no planning behind it. I just pulled out a laptop, tried to hook it up, fumbled with it for a while. Yeah, we're going to have to turn off that fan that's coming through.
All right.
Fumbled with it for a while and got it working. Got a lot of views, super happy about that, but let's face it, the quality of the video looked like it was filmed on my dad's camcorder from 1993. That thing looked straight off the VHS, pulled along and like 3 times off. Oh, that's not the right one. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
That's the long one, dude.
Yeah, now put your hand up there and stop that son of a bitch. It's so funny. Every time we start out this podcast live stream, we're doing maintenance in front of everybody.
Well, that's what we do. We work.
But anyhow, so since we had so many views, and the views were outstanding, I think we hit like 515.
Really?
For our first video, and for that being us, I was happy with that. So I went out and got a new webcam. It's in HD, so hopefully the view looks better. Now, the downside to having an HD camera, I had to look around the studio here.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it feels like it's closing in because off camera to the right, I have a big ass box.
Well, there's more equipment getting.
Yeah, we got tripods now, cameras, and this big ass box because that is a Dell PowerEdge server that I got to set up in a few days, and it weighs 125 pounds, and I didn't want to drag it up 2 flights of stairs in my current condition, but that'll be gone next week.
All right.
But then, and also, with the camera, I had to look at the studio because it kind of looked like crap. I mean, we had things in the background like books and funky stuff, and so I decided I'd better at least make it look somewhat more...
Jazz it up a little bit.
Well, make it more easy on the eye. So I just drug out some of my World War II crap and put it up there.
I think it looks pretty cool, man. I like it.
So,
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
So why are you clean shaven? Did you get your hair did, or did you just
no, look, dude, I just shaved up, man, because I figured, hey, I'm really looking pretty bad, pretty homeless. And then after yesterday, when you're going, bro, your nose hairs are mixing in with your mustache. No, you weren't, because when I got home,
did you get up there with a torch and some pliers?
Dude,
and burn that shit out,
bro. I had scissors. I had like literally mini hot irons, up in there.
Take like a Q-tip and start hot wax and shove it in there.
Singeing it, yeah, man. I had actually got a little electric nose trimmer, man. I repaired it, got it up in there. So yeah, I got
repaired it. It was like your dad's.
No,
it was like a second-hand nose.
No. It was mine, man, but it fell apart on me, man, and so I had to, put all the blades back and make sure it ran right, and it did. And I got it all cleaned up, man. I feel good. I feel a lot better shaving. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're getting a little backbeat here because I have to go full screen in order to see people's comments, and I want to make
Yeah.
sure they're not saying, "Hey, Dick, the audio's not working again."
Oh yeah, right.
But no,
Right.
Tony says the audio's sounding great. So sorry for the little feedback, because
Beautiful.
unfortunately on Facebook, when you have it muted and you go full screen, it unmutes it. So that's what that crap was.
Oh, okay. But man, I got to tell you, I have got to tell you, man, I've had not only an awesome day,
Woo!
yeah, woo, but a crap day. Okay,
So you had an awesomely crappy day,
an awesomely crappy
or did you have
day.
a shitty awesome day?
You can look at it any way, man. You can look at it as shitty awesome, or awesomely crappy,
Mm-hmm.
or however you want to look at it. You know, you can look at it in any one of those directions. Now, as we all know, I do air conditioning.
Alternative lifestyle side jobs. I think that's what he said. It was a few episodes back.
Yeah, alternative style life. Yeah, alternative style life jobs. But
Life jobs.
or alternative style jobs, but you know, in the AC business, man. So check it out. So I go over to the big boss man's house,
Yeah.
and you know, he's got a nice piece of property and everything, and so I'm working on the boat. My ankle's killing me. I'm just like, you know, I'm just not down for it today. It was like, but I made a promise and I kept it. You know, I was like, dude, I'm gonna do it, man, no matter how, you know, bad I hurt.
You know what? You know what you need to picture in your head when you're in that mood.
What?
That right there.
Oh,
I was thinking about that the other morning when I had
Yeah.
I could
I
barely
believe
walk
you. Yeah.
and I had a kidney stones kicking in.
Yeah.
I thought of that picture right there.
Well, I woke up. Well, I went to sleep last night with
And for those of you at home, that picture right there, it's a picture
Yeah.
of, I believe, the 1st Infantry Division landing on
Normandy.
Normandy Beach, and above it says "Harden the fuck up."
Damn
And so whenever
right.
I'm having a bad day and I'm boo-hooing,
Yeah.
thinking,
Yeah.
woe is me, my life sucks. If you had a time machine
Yeah.
and you were able to go to Normandy on that day, pick any one of those poor cats, any one of those 18-year-old kids you
I
see
get
in that
it.
photo,
Yeah.
and you say, "Hey man, the job sucks.
Yeah.
You got kidney stones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't pay the bills."
Yeah.
He'll happily hand you his M1 rifle and say, "I don't know what the internet is. I don't know what all these problems are having.
Yeah.
I don't know what podcast is, but I will happily trade you, Mac."
They'll be like,
Hand you his helmet and his rifle, and he'll hop in your machine and get the hell out of there.
get you some.
So anytime you're having a hard time, you're down on yourself, just
Yeah.
remember that saying,
Yep. HTFU.
yep, harden up.
Harden the F up, man. So, anyways, last night I slept. I took duct tape and I put ice. I made this ice bag pack and I duct taped that sucker to my ankle,
Okay.
you know, and then like slid it into a plastic bag so when it did melt, you know, it didn't get
Sure.
into the sheets and
Like
everything.
a ghetto ice pack.
Yeah, man, like total ghetto, man. You know how, man, dude, man, I make things, bruh. So I woke up this morning and I was like almost even in more excruciating pain. I was just going, oh no, this is, you know, I can't call Ron, man. I got to do this. I got to go do this. So I go out there. I'm working on the boat. Okay. I'm washing it down, looking good. You know,
You were looking good, or the boat was looking good.
well, of course, dude. Come on, the ladies love me.
I gotta say, with the shaved face, you're pulling off a good 48 now. I mean, before you looked like you're 53, 54.
Shut up, man. Come on, bro. So, anyways, that really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, because you're going to mass saying, "Wait a minute, I'm only 43.
Yeah, I'm like, come on now. So, anyways, so I'm washing the boat down and everything. It's not too bad.
Now, are you hand washing or using a pressure washer?
No. I got a brush, man. You know.
So you use a brush when you're washing?
Yeah. I'm brushing. You know, doing this right here.
Hey, sure, you can brush it however you want.
Oh yeah, dude. I brush hard. You know, definitely get both hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really pull it back and forth. Get
Like a shake weight.
get good strokes.
Yep.
Great strokes.
Till the job's done.
Yep, until the job's done, and when it's done, you know, everybody's going, "Hey, man, that looks great. So
You can produce a great shine.
yeah, boy, I don't know what kind of wax you're using, but anyways,
All natural, baby.
it's all natural. Don't worry about it. So I'm looking, man. I'm looking, And how I did not see this, I do not know. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the largest, and I do mean largest, iguana I've ever seen.
Now, is this an iguana, or as I learned, what was it, Cubanol?
It's not, or no, it's not a Komodo dragon or anything like
Well,
that.
not in the Galapagos Islands. Of course, it's not a Komodo dragon.
Well, they are here. They are
Of
here.
course they are, because a-holes keep letting their pets go.
But so it's cruising across. Here, check this out. Wait, hold on.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is
I'm
Dave
sorry.
all together with the show prep.
No,
Damn, that
no.
son of a bitch is huge.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Look at that thing.
I know somebody who'd give good $50 for that.
Look at that thing. Dude, and there's more pictures. Back out, and scroll
This is
around.
a great pod, by the way. Why don't you take this over and show our friends right there in the tripod? You don't have to stand in front of the laptop, just
Okay.
the tripod. But I know somebody he's a wrangler.
Yeah.
He captures those.
No, I gotta
He's a
go.
wrangler. He captures them. He sells them to his neighbor who does import-exports of pets. And he gets like $50 for one of those.
Oh man,
We're stepping on. Oh, see now.
hold on, dude.
Turn the screen off, please.
No.
I'm trying to help you out.
No,
Make this an
I'm
interactive
trying
Got a
to
great
I'm
clip
trying to
of
bright-
videos right now.
I'm brightening it up, man. Oh, dude,
Yeah, put it out.
they're not gonna be able to see it,
There
man.
it is, a little closer.
Look at the
How
size,
big do you think that son of a bitch was?
dude. It had to have been 7 foot long. That is no joke.
So anyhow, what's the plot of the story? They've seen it enough.
Okay, the plot of the story is once I jumped out of the boat and started to snap the photos, then it got pissed.
Of course, you're invading its privacy.
And it's looking at me like, you know what? I'm going to eat your ass. You know, or I'm going to try to take a chunk out of your thigh, or not thigh, but out of your calf.
Really, because anytime I've interfered with one of them, they take the flight of the option.
Well, no, he was cruising and he was looking and he was pissed, man. And he was like, and I was going, my God, I've never seen one like that. So I asked Ron, I said, Ron, I said, do you, this iguana that I seen, I said, have you seen this guy before? He's like,
feeds the damn thing.
no, he goes, oh yeah, man. He's like, he's
Hi,
here.
Steve.
Yeah, he's here all the time.
That's my buddy. Hey, Steve.
And I said, well, what the hell, man? He's like, no, it doesn't really bother me or nothing. He goes, what I have seen it do though, is it will take these giant leaps off his dock.
Off the seawall.
Yeah, like
in the water,
doing Olympic style dives into the water, bro, to swim to the other side of the channel to get up and go, and keep on, keeping on. To get over there and go hunting or whatever. I don't even know. We don't want to see leaves, right?
I don't know. Who the hell do I look like? Jack Hanna?
Dude, you got animals everywhere,
I
man.
got 3 birds, 4 cats, and a dog. Do I have any reptilian in this house?
I thought you had a turtle.
No, I don't have a turtle. Stan has a tortoise. I call it turtle because it annoys him. But the tortoise. The Russian
For
tortoise.
some reason, I thought you had a turtle.
It's a female, but he refers to it as a male.
So just after that, I go out to where the cows
In
are.
case you're keeping track, ladies and gentlemen, we are still talking about Dave's day washing a boat.
Yeah, well, this is just a preview. So I'm walking in my Vans. What happens?
Starts raining.
No, I step in a giant pile of cow shit.
Okay.
Big old pile of steamy cow manure.
Yeah.
And I'm going, dude, these are my Vans, man.
It's just processed grass. Wash it off. It's not like it's dog crap or human crap. You're
But
not walking
bro-
around San Francisco stepping homeless poop.
Well, that was at the beginning of the day, and I ended up working on the rest of the day.
You were working washing a boat, which means you had a garden hose in your vicinity, which means you could have washed off your said van.
Yeah, and I did, and every time I washed them off, I would step in another pile that was somewhere else. Because they were all over the place, because I was burning pallets, man. Dude, I had a fire probably about 17 feet high,
In the middle of the day.
Oh, yeah, man.
Wasn't hot enough.
Oh, dude,
At what point did you get rained on?
it was so hot. It rained for just a bit, and then towards later in the afternoons when it really started coming down, man. It came down so hard
It was
today.
raining here, and I segue into this for a reason, but it was raining so hard here today when I was driving home I was coming down the extension here,
Yeah.
and you have the bridges that go to the canal, and that's where the bike path goes underneath.
Right.
And for some reason, there was a crotch rocket sitting there on the side of the road,
Yeah.
and the riders were standing underneath a palm tree looking like they were trying to maintain and stay dry.
Mm-hmm.
I had the thought that maybe I would stop and inform them that if they hopped on the bike path and walked down, they could stand under the bridge.
Yeah, right
to stay
there.
out of the lightning, because the lightning was coming down crazy.
Oh man, did you see that?
But in order for me to stop, I would be putting myself in danger because I couldn't pull over. So I kept on going. I figured that's on them.
Yeah.
So I go down and I'm getting food, and I go down and get some burritos. And it takes me about 20 minutes round trip to come back, and they're still standing out there. Now, this is 20 minutes in the downpour. So I start to think, well, if you've been standing for 20 minutes in the downpour, you're already soaking wet. So clearly you're not trying to get out of the rain because you've been standing under a palm tree, which does not provide much cover from rainfall.
Were they wearing leather?
No, they were crotch rocket riders.
Oh, okay.
And so then I got to think, well, maybe the bikes broke down.
Possibility.
And they're afraid that if they went underneath the bridge, the person who was supposed to be coming to get them would see them, or their bike would get stolen, which I have known people in this city whose bike has been broken down, or they got picked up by the policeman and they left their bike on the side of the road and it gets stolen. But then I got to thinking, well, if that's the case, it's been 30 minutes. Who the hell did they call to come pick them up? And then a third thought hit me. I wonder, what's the possibility that this cat is afraid to drive in the rain? Or maybe he's got bald tires and the bike handles like shit in the rain and he didn't want to dump out.
We've seen plenty of that. Well, dude, I think the guy...
Well, and so on my way back, before I got to them, I saw this cat driving down Del Prado. I mean, it's downpour. Downpour is so hard that the high speed on my windshield wipers wasn't fast enough.
No.
This cat is driving down the street on probably a 99, maybe a 2001 Chevy S10.
Right.
Window down. Squeegeeing the window.
Whoa.
His windshield wipers didn't work. And it's a freaking downpour. Once again, I said the windshield wipers on my truck are not fast enough at this point. They need to be faster. And he's driving down Del Prado with a squeegee in his hand, squeegeeing off his windows. And I get it. Look, I've done some mad poor shit in my car, which I think will be a great topic I want to talk about here in a moment. But before we segue into that, okay, I get it. Windshield wiper motors are expensive.
Hell yeah.
You're driving a 20-year-old truck. Clearly, you're scraping by. I get it. Now, this isn't California.
No.
This isn't Arizona.
No.
This isn't Las Vegas.
No.
If maybe you have a truck that the windshield wipers don't work, and it's a Saturday, so it's not like he's driving home from work, or maybe he is, just being a dick. But what I'm getting to is maybe you should say, hey, this is Florida. Every day between 3 and 7, it rains like a mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're driving 45 with your arm out the window with a gas station squeegee wiping off
your
windshield.
Maybe
when it's a freaking monsoon outside, you're going to kill somebody.
Maybe invest in a little bit of Rain-X or something.
And going back to the motorcycle cat, man. If your tires are bald and you can't drive in the rain, maybe stay home between 3 and 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah, true. Very true. Very true.
When I saw the guy with the squeegee, it made me think of all the crazy crap you had to do when you were younger.
Oh,
and
bro.
you're driving these beaver cars. I mean, I didn't get my first brand new car until I was 36.
Bro,
so from 15 to 36, I had been dealing with some beater-ass cars.
Bro, yeah.
And so I was trying to think of what some of the ghetto-ass things I've ever had to do to a vehicle.
Have you ever had to use like a flathead to open up your door to get in?
No, at that point, I just kept it unlocked. But
you know what I'm saying? Because my lock had broke off, the lift on it.
No, mine was worse.
So I had to stick a flathead in there to,
My S10 was broken into, so my door lock was just hanging around.
So
at that point, I didn't lock it. But I remember once when I was a kid, I was driving down Ryle Road. It's in Big Bone, Kentucky. And it's right along the Ohio River. And to the right of the street, there's only about maybe 6 feet if you're laying flat of space. In some areas 3 feet before you hit a 7-foot cliff into the Ohio River. And my mom's boyfriend's car at the time, I think it was a mid-'80s Ford Escort.
Okay.
Headlights didn't work. But he needed some booze. And I think I was 12 at the time.
Uh-oh.
So we're coming back and it's getting dark. And he hands me not a mag light, not a Duracell double D light, but like one of those little flashlights your mom would keep in her purse that maybe ran off of 2 AA batteries. Something with a bulb, probably.
For a bicycle or
Yeah,
something.
not even that. It's just something you keep in your
I know what
utility
you're
room
talking about.
when you need to find a breaker. I mean, the
Yeah,
thing didn't even throw a beam of 2 feet. We're driving down this road, potholes. If you go off too far to the right, you're in the river. There's a good chance this fella had been drinking. And I'm leaning out the window, much like the guy with the squeegee, with a flashlight that cast maybe farther than the hood of our car, driving down the street.
Hey, D-Train, we need to go to the store. Can you ride with me?
Yeah.
What's that for, Pa? You know, what's that for? I need you to hold the flashlights.
No, to give him credit, it wasn't dark when we left. It got dark when we came back.
On the way back, I need you to hold that flashlight so we can look, we can make sure we know where we're going.
That's the road I learned how to drive on, too. So I was 15.
He
looked at me and said, hey,
rad, man.
You gotta learn how to drive sometime. I learned how to drive in a Ford Escort.
You know the first car I ever drove?
Well, before we get into that, what's some of the ghetto crap you had to do to make? I know you just got rid of a 20-year-old truck. I'm sure there was some bunk-ass shit.
Bro, everything was solved with flatheads and Phillips heads and everything else. Arcing off, getting wires to jump. Like
JD Well.
No, literally, I didn't have jumper cables, but I had some heavy gauge wire and used that to jump one time. I've done my center console broke, so every time all my insurance papers. So when I get pulled over by the police, which is quite often, when I get pulled over by the police, I had all my insurance and registration in my center console, but the thing was broke. So I'd be like, sir, I got to use my.
Why don't you keep it in your glove box?
Because my glove box broke too. So my glove box is.
You must have been driving a Chevy S10.
No, man, it was a Dodge Dakota.
The same one?
Yeah, that same one, man. Everything started falling apart, dude. And once again, I had to use, and it came to a point to where, the ashtray, finally gave out. That's when they actually still had ashtrays and cigarette lighters in cars, obviously.
Now they're 12-volt power that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, I did some tricky stuff to that vehicle. Man, dude, what a pain in the ass that thing was. It became one.
My brother had a Dodge Omni that the alternator went out in. And luckily, we lived in Ohio and Kentucky, so he just parked it on the hill. Anytime he started up, he just popped the clutch, put it in first gear, and fired up.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't afford a new
alternator
for it.
Those were the good old days, man. We had a stick shift, and you get your boys.
How would you know? You don't know how to drive a stick.
Man, don't even start with that crap with me.
Find somebody who has a 6-speed.
We'll
get the GoPros.
Okay.
Splatter on your goddamn
Sorry, because I'm getting
We'll get the GoPros.
upset, man.
Well, if it's getting you upset, I'm sure you know somebody with a 6-speed. Produce the car, we'll film the video, and you can prove everybody wrong. You say, hey, here's Dave the Waterman.
Well, then, by God, we need to do it.
You won't grind a single gear. You won't stall out once. You'll just drive like you can drive a stick all your life.
No problem. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. But do you remember the old days, man? You had the stick, and you push the guy, push your buddy's car, and then you drop it and kick it and kick on, Those were cool. That's when you were sneaking out and stuff. You drop it in neutral and push it down the road a little bit, and then boom, and take off.
Well, and the other thing I did.
But I've totaled 12 cars, so.
Really?
Almost, yeah.
Can you not drive?
No, I wasn't driving in them. I wasn't.
Well, then you didn't total 12 cars.
Well, I've been in 12 accidents that were totaled. Excuse me. Sorry, dude.
Man. See, that's the kind of talk that gets you into trouble. You don't watch the words you use, and instead of saying I've been involved in 12 different accidents, you said I totaled 12 cars. Therefore, people think you're a shitty driver because you chose the wrong words, and that's what gets you in trouble.
I'm not going to say some of them weren't my fault.
Okay.
Put it to you that way, because now that I look at it, yes. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. Damn it.
Well, and here's something that happened the other day while we're on the topic of crappy things you're doing with the car. I was driving down Del Prado, and much like you, we're both very observant of other people's cars.
Absolutely.
And this cat's driving next to me in a lowered, raced out Scion. Got the plasti dip rims with the plasti dips dripping off.
Oh, God.
Here's where it gets bad. 5-lug hub on his rim. It's just a little race car. It only has 5 lugs instead of 6 on the hub. It's just 5-lug pattern. You look
Oh, a silent?
a car.
Oh, okay.
Only trucks tend to have 6 lugs.
Yeah, trucks have 6, yes.
This one had 5. Out of the 5, 3 of them were broken off. So
Ah!
he's driving down the road with only 2 lugs holding on his hub, his rim, and they're not even staggered. They're right next to
I was about to say, were they staggered?
No, they're right next to the other.
Get out of
I'm
here.
like, how the hell is that tire staying on? Is there so much brake residue on his hub that the damn thing's welded on there?
Oh my God! You would think that. I mean, come on, that's going to start.
Yeah,
wearing.
There's only tension on one side of the wheel.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's going to start wobble, wobble, wobble until the lug snap, and that something gets flying off.
Boom! There it goes, tire rolling down the road like you see on the
And like you look
videos.
at this car, he has a stupid ass racing fairing on the back.
No God.
He's got the lowered body kit. So clearly, at some point, he spent money on this car.
Oh.
But what these cats don't realize is racing is expensive. It beats the
Oh,
shit out of your
yes.
car. That's why people go out and get sponsors. And so this guy probably maxed out 4 credit
He's
cards
not good enough.
building his street car,
He's just not good enough.
and now he's down to 2 lugs and probably going to kill somebody one day when the damn lug nuts
He's
break.
probably got the whole, tuner kit underneath the hood. Everything's, looking good. But by God, you know what? Those 3 lugs save me some weight, man. I get a better jump.
Yeah, those 3 lug nuts weighing you down.
You know what I'm saying? I get that better jump. When those missing 3 lugs, man. Good God, people are crazy, man.
Remind me, I will present you with a belt tonight.
Oh, dude, I texted you earlier this week.
Yes,
man.
I know.
Check it out, dude. Look what I got right now.
Why?
Zip tie.
Why?
Zip tie.
24 hours ago, you had a goddamn belt on.
Yeah, well, it just didn't match what I like to wear, man.
But your topsiders you're wearing tonight, too?
White, dude, white. He didn't say that, people.
Oh, are they somebody else's shoes? You're wearing somebody else's shoes.
Yes, I am.
And clearly you didn't ask ahead of time.
No, I had to slip them on and get out of there.
What's the possibility that they're going to listen to this episode to know?
Trust me, he listens.
So he's probably thinking, wait a minute. Well, he's not listening now. He'll hear it tomorrow. So
Or he'll hear it tomorrow. Well, in that case, then his shoes will reappear.
you got stolen shoes on.
Yeah, dude.
They're not borrowed. You didn't ask permission.
No. I had to slip them on and get out.
You stole somebody's shoes.
Bro, man, I had to get here in dry feet, man.
Don't you got flip-flops?
They're toasted in cow manure, man. Everything I
I
got.
thought your Vans were toasted in Calvin.
That
How many articles of footwear did you go through today?
I went through two pairs of I went through a pair of flip-flops in manure, which folded over into my toes. And then my Vans got, on the sides, it started folding over. And then I didn't wear my work boots that I wear to regular work because I took the Sawzall and I damn near, cut my foot off. I've got, a big cut you've seen. I've showed you.
How are you able to do all this fancy footwork today with a bum foot? Yesterday you were walking with a cane. Now you're dodging a pile of cow shit.
I'm not dodging them. I'm walking straight through them because I'm not paying attention. Okay? That's my life.
The universe is constantly shitting on you.
What? Just like Friday. Just like Friday.
What happened Friday? I wasn't there Friday when it happened. You've been crapped on multiple times.
Okay. Listen to this, dude. Okay. Look, we all know the photo that we post on the Stan and Amy page of the bird.
Wait a minute. I think Scott's calling you out.
What's he saying?
He's saying you're also wearing somebody else's shirt, bro. Did you take that shirt from somebody?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I did.
Is his name Scott?
Or Scotty.
Yeah, he called you out.
Yeah, dude. Sorry, Scotty, man. Don't worry, bro. I'll get you back, man.
So just to wrap up this story, you're going to be leaving in a stolen pair of topsiders,
Yep.
Scotty's stolen shirt,
Yep.
and one of my third-hand belts.
Yeah. I think the only original thing that I own is my shorts. Thank you for the underwear. So
I forgot I gave you underwear.
And socks. So literally, shorts and socks are mine, but the rest of the attire is not mine. It's loaned and borrowed, and that sort of thing. So, but it is what it is, man. I got to get by, man. I was in a rush. It was a long day. I was trying to get here. I'm taking a shower and I look like Linus from the Peanuts because dirt's just pouring off.
You sure you didn't look like Pigpen with the
or maybe it's
the cloud of crap?
Is that what it is? Is it
yeah,
Pigpen? No, all right. Well, then I look
Linus is the little pussy with the blanket.
Okay, well, I look like Pigpen, And then the one thing about stepping in cow manure, man.
You're talking to a kid who grew up in Kentucky. I'm sure I know.
Dude, the flies.
Yeah.
They buzz you all day long.
They smell good, man.
And I'm getting sick of it, man. I was like, come on, flies. And Ron's laughing at me, man. He's like, I was like, how do you do it?
How many heads of cattle does he have?
Oh, bro, he's got probably, I'm going to say 30 to 40 calves, full cattle. I'm going to say 7 chickens, 2 goats. He's got a koi pond, a really killer koi pond, man, right in his pool, dude, right by his pool, dude. It's pretty rad, man. And what other animals? Well, he's got the big 7-foot gator. He's got the 7-foot iguana. He's got, it's
well, the 7-foot iguana isn't his.
Well, it's not his,
but
and you don't feed the gator either because that's illegal.
So, a little rock news. I know you kicked off of Facebook, and I know you've spent your day standing in cow manure.
Yeah, I am kicked off everything, man.
According to TMZ at 5:08 p.m. today, Jonathan Davis's estranged wife dead at 39.
No.
Yep.
Does it?
Now, here's the great writing. They start off saying the wife of lead singer of Korn died on Friday. It comes on the heels of a request for a domestic violence restraining order due to major drug use. But then they go on to refer to her as his estranged wife.
Yeah.
So the opening sentences calls him his wife, which I guess technically.
Yeah.
But they could have just been honest and said Devin Davis was the estranged wife of Jonathan Davis.
Right.
Devin was a former porn star who married Jonathan Davis in 2004, and they had 2 kids together. Jonathan filed for a divorce on October 2016, citing irreconcilable differences. That was a movie, I think.
Yes, sir.
Jonathan filed for domestic violence restraining order today, August 17th. So yeah, this came out yesterday.
Huh.
The judge issued a temporary order blocking any child custody or visitation by Devin. The restraining order also prohibits her from having contact with the family dog, Chaos. I have no idea what she did to this poor dog, but when you include that in the restraining order, you got effing problems.
Maybe she's giving it drugs.
Well, sources say Devin was unaware Jonathan filed the restraining order. She had not even been served yet.
Wow.
Jonathan's alleges in the docs Devin was deep in the drugs, something that she had been struggling with for more than 20 years. He alleged her drug use was causing emotional harm to the kids through neglect, and of course the dog as well. That's not in the story. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. He says in his court declaration she has been dependent on both prescription and illegal narcotics. She has been rehabbed 6 times and is constantly under the influence of nitrous oxide, cocaine, and narco. So this chick is addicted to the whippets.
Nitrous.
Nice. The woman's dead.
Well, that sucks, but I remember stealing the bottle from the dentist, and the big one. I had a party, had a big nitrous party, man. That was fun. Jonathan
claimed she had a drug dealer boyfriend who was recently passed out in their living room couch when he brought the kids to her house. Jonathan said he found heroin pipes and cocaine floating in the toilet bowl.
Oh my
and found
God.
Devin passed out on the floor upstairs. And Jonathan also claims that she binges out on drugs and would routinely bring home unsated characters, including strangers.
Of course.
Some of these strangers were random fans of his music, and she would allow them to come into their house, go up into the master bedroom, and try on some of his old clothes.
What?
According to the docs, Devin had been in a sober home but went AWOL last Friday and hasn't been seen for a week. At this point, we do not know what caused the death. The story is still developing.
Unreal, man. Unreal. You know, he had a big, Jonathan Davis actually had a big addiction to Xanax for a long time that he had actually beat, which is pretty cool.
Which is pretty cool. Oh, that he beat.
Yeah, he beat it. He got over it.
The whole band pretty much went clean.
Well, remember, what was it?
Yeah.
Brian Head Welch,
Yep.
when he left because of crystal meth.
Yep, and he got fully clean.
And 7 years later, he's back in the band, you know?
Yeah, he's straight laced and went the whole Christian route.
And I'm pretty stoked because they really sound good. I mean, man, when Brian Head Welch left, man, it was like, okay, there was a void there, and you know, but now that he's back, it's like, okay, here, you know, I don't know what the sound is for, I guess. And even what's the bass player's name? Not Philby.
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 Yep.
It was pretty cool because Robert Trillo's son filled in for him in the South American shows because I guess he had some kind of gig where he wasn't allowed to go to South America. I don't know what's going on down there or if that's been resolved, but
I'm not familiar with it.
But Robert Trillo's son from Metallica and Suicidal and Infectious Grooves, his son, 14 years old, went in with Korn down there for their tour dates and just nailed it, dude.
Sure.
It was so cool. So cool to see that kid do it, man.
Hey, Derek, both Dave and I use our hands a lot. Derek on Facebook Live wants to know why you can't stop moving or why you're using your hands so much. We kind of went over this last week.
Yeah,
somebody else mentioned it. When you're trying to be scripted and you're trying to talk, for whatever reason, I do the same thing too.
Me and you both do the same
thing.
Yeah.
So that's just part of the downside to watching us sitting in this bedroom.
I mean, you just want me just to sit here and be like,
well, you know, the arms are
hello.
Just download the audio version and you don't have to see our ugly mugs. Even though Dave got prettied up for everybody tonight.
Hello, how's everybody doing? You know, no, man. I'm a very animated guy, you know.
Cape Coral water update.
Oh, what do we got?
Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Southwest Florida water update. The shit's still green.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, nothing's happening.
No. And it's causing me to lose my voice.
Well, you turn on TV and we're in the middle of election campaign season. You got Rick Scott blaming Bill Nelson. You got Bill Nelson blaming Rick Scott. You got everybody on the right blaming everybody on the left.
It's getting dirty, dude.
Nobody wants to even remotely get their name anywhere near this, which I understand, but then what that results in nothing getting goddamn done.
Of course, federal government stepping in. You've got all this other agencies.
You got the Army Corps of Engineers showing up in Cape Coral 2 weeks ago saying, hey, we don't have the funding.
You know, I don't understand.
Why can't we send it back through the Everglades like it was originally?
Why exactly? Why are we not releasing the water back south in the Glades instead of down the Caloosahatchee out into our tourist area? And it's ruining it, man.
Well, and not only that, the animals in the Everglades are hardier than the animals in our coastal ways.
True.
An alligator will be more likely to live through it, and if not, I'm sorry, I would rather have a higher body count of alligators than dolphins, manatees, and sharks.
Right, I agree with you there.
Who knows? Maybe we'll wipe out some of the invasive species down there. Get rid of a couple 100,000 boa constrictors.
You know what? Very possible. Very possible. You know, like the whale shark on Sanibel. You know, now they're still doing tests to see if that was related to the red tide, the algae, and all that that's floating out there. But I mean, come on, man. This water it's gone awful. The canals are just it's just slime and muck and guck and just it's.
Well, I posted a video earlier of the canal running behind my shop, and it looks like, and I've said it before, it looks like antifreeze is floating in it.
Yeah, right.
It's green and it's all glittery and crystalline. We got a lot of questions coming in for Dave on the Facebook Live. Why don't we do this? Give us a call, 272-300-2926, and you can ask Dave in person, and we can take your calls. Give us a call, 272-300-2926, and you can ask Dave in person. One of the questions is, where did you get the bandana? I'm going to assume the Dollar General.
The bandana, yes, Dollar General.
3 for like $2?
Yeah, 3. Yeah, I think 3 for 2 or 3 for 3, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they got all kinds of cool ones there, man. I dig them, man. They got a bunch of them there, man. All colors, you know, styles. Remember I gave you the camo one?
Yep.
But yeah, okay. What else we got?
Remember the song, if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I stumbled through that in my head earlier today because going back to the tremendous amount of rain we had, I had to stop at the gas station. I'm seeing people running, getting soaked. I had to go get food, people running from their cars. This is a carryover from California.
Mm-hmm.
When I lived in Long Beach, I always kept a hooded sweatshirt in the back of my car.
Always.
Because California, you know, there's some not necessarily people out there who want to say not necessarily, but California, for all intents and purposes, is the goddamn desert.
Yes.
And so when the sun goes down, it gets cold.
Very cold.
And much like living here in Florida, when your blood thins out, when it gets down to 60, you get a little chilly.
Mm-hmm.
So I carried that over into Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band. Well, if you're going to live in Florida, you need to have a coat in your goddamn car.
Right.
I keep a coat in my car because it rains all the time.
Yep.
So I'm not so distressed when I'm stuck out having to get gas or get food.
Nope.
Where I'm going to camp out on the sidewalk for 38 minutes waiting for the rain to stop because I'm standing there in a t-shirt and short.
No.
Just keep a jacket in your car. It doesn't take a lot of room.
Yeah. Just.
And when you got to put crap on your seat, I just sit on the jacket so don't mess my seat up.
There you go. There you go.
Two purposes.
There you go. Absolutely, man. Because why not carry a small raincoat? I mean, they make them now, you know, thin and they're lightweight.
Well, it don't have to even be a raincoat, just something that.
Or whatever, man.
You and your clothes.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you've seen my like surf windbreaker I wear that's got the Hawaiian print on it, the blue with the Hawaiian print. You know, it's rainproof, it's waterproof and everything, man. Dude, that's perfect for me. That's what I wear. You know, so I agree with you there. But it's the same thing, like you say, with California. You've got to have a sweatshirt in your car at all times because you are in the desert, and by God, you go to the beach. It's cold. It gets cold until the Santa Anas kick in, and then it's like somebody turned on a blow dryer. You know? Completely different weather.
So today, I don't know why we can't go off the subject of people driving and the crazy crap. I was at my coffee shop this morning, and I went inside because I saw the line of cars around the building, and wow, no one's inside getting coffee. And I posted a 7-second video, and I won't play the video because of the sound, but I'll just show you the monitor.
That looks it.
People in the drive-thru were lined up like they're in a goddamn pole position for the Indy 500. And so this guy's parked.
Bro, look at that.
He's in line, staggered. You can't get through the parking lot because instead of parking behind each other, they're literally staggered all the way across the parking lot like they're afraid that somebody's going to get in front of them.
Man.
And so when he pulled up, I swerved around him and honked my horn, and then he looked at me like I'm the asshole.
Oh, come on, bro.
Park behind the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
It's like, why are people so GD dumb down here when it comes to driving? I don't get it.
You know what? It's D-Train, it's because of everybody from all around the country.
He's got Florida plates on. That's not an excuse. The excuse is he was coming to the parking lot, he was on his phone, and he just stopped. Instead of pulling his head out of his ass and parking properly.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed that as well. I've noticed that very much so as well. In fact, I was at one of the local dollar stores, and I noticed a guy, brand new, yellow Camaro. And it was weird, man, because I'm sitting there, and I always park like at the back, and I'm looking towards the door, and him and this chick come out. And for some reason, to me, man, I caught a, I'm good at catching odd vibes and like weird vibes. And they jumped in that car and threw it in reverse and instantly backed right into a Sonata.
Whoops.
Wham! And then the lady comes out, and she's, oh my God, just freaking out, and the dude's like, oh, what? Personally, when I started looking, I said, either A, they're wasted, like really drunk. Maybe they could be on some prescriptions or something, who knows? But anyways, prime example of just not paying attention. And speaking of which, those Camaros, man, are hard to see out of.
Yeah, I used to drive a Firebird, and you're sitting so low. Now, luckily on the Firebird, you had the U-shaped window.
Yeah.
But you're still sitting so low.
Yeah.
And the mirrors on the passenger and driver's side door are so shallow. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
do you remember
driving under the traffic.
like Stan's was like what, like not even 6 to 8 inches on the driver's
His
side.
head's going to explode that you're talking about.
Dude, don't say that, man.
He tuned in like a half hour ago.
Well, so what, man? I don't care.
I just like to get you going, man.
I love you, Stan, but dude, they were, man. They were only like 6, 8 inches, man. It was like you're in a cockpit, bro. You're tight. You're in there, and it's like I'm almost scared to get into an accident in this damn car.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're so just embedded in the vehicle, and everywhere you look, SRS airbags on the, on the A pillars, the doors, in front of you, everywhere. It's like all of a sudden, you crash, you're in this giant cocoon, boom,
The last major accident I was in, my girlfriend at the time drove a 2001 GTI.
Right.
And we were driving down Evans, and a van pulled out in front of us, and we T-boned it. Not a single airbag deployed in the whole damn thing.
Get out of here.
Nope.
Wow.
And it's supposed to have these round airbags.
Yeah, when I got ran over by the dually, man, the damn airbag didn't go off either. I was a little pissed off on that one.
So I started watching a Netflix show today called I Am a Killer.
Oh,
and no. It's a documentary series. In episode 1, they're up in Brayford. Oh, hey. Anyhow, they're up in Brayford, and they're talking to this cat. And I didn't get to watch it all because we started the podcast.
Yeah.
And they cut to a drone shot of Cape Coral, Florida.
Is it really?
Somehow the story segues into Cape Coral. What's going on, cowboy? What's going on? There he is. What's going on, cowboy?
Hell yeah.
Well, you got to think, we're coming from my computer into my laptop.
Yeah.
It's going through my laptop into my internet connection up to Facebook, and from Facebook down to you, or so I'm sure there's a bit of a delay.
What's up, cowboy? How you doing, brother?
Now, did you hear Dave boo-hooing his issue with cow dung?
Hey, cowboy, listen, I wasn't being a girly, man. The deal was, it was like, look, man, I'm trying to work on expensive boats and things, and I just happen to be stepping in this stuff, and it's like, come on, man,
The cowboy's a real cowboy. He is a ranch.
Well, that's
not even a ranch hand. I mean, you run the ranch. Are you still considered a ranch hand, or what title do they give one who runs the ranch?
That's his living, bro.
Yeah, so. Oh, you transferred. Where are you at now? Still? Well, come back down here, because the way Dave talks, Ron needs a ranch hand at his place, because he's got a whole head of cattle. Now, how many acres would one need to have 30 heads of cow? I know it's an acre per forest. What is it per cattle?
Oh, no.
Hey, Cowboy, I don't want to.
Wow.
I don't want to cut you off. I
Wow.
appreciate you calling, but once the nice thing about you calling is you helped us test our new video system, and apparently,
Yeah.
even though the phone call is going into the same board that we are going into, you are not going out over to the live stream. And so I'm going to cut you off simply because right now people are just watching us sitting in silence, looking at my phone because they can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we will work that bug out, and we will hammer down the phone calls next week. But I appreciate you calling in and help us test
Absolutely,
our
man.
cheap ass shoestring system we have here.
Hey, brother, we always love hearing from you. We always love hearing from you, Cowboy.
Well, hold on a second. Let's try something, Cowboy.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works. Let's see here. Which one are you?
So
Okay,
yeah.
that's why they don't hear. Okay, I know what I need to do now. I gotta get another 1/4 inch adapter because 16 of them aren't enough.
16 of them are.
Okay, we'll try again next week. Thanks,
All
bud.
right, rock and roll, brother.
So next that people do not call us at 727
Yeah, that one.
2946.
Yeah,
No one will be able to hear you.
not today. Not today.
So what do you have on your list of show prep that you never do?
No, my show prep was what I had written earlier today, you know, and what I was talking about, the manure and the iguana and, you know, just getting manure between my feet and ruining shoes and yeah, you know, I was upset, dude. I was pissed because I got it, you know, number one, my shoes are already old. My Vans are old as they are. You know, I mean, they're old, dude. They're old. I got to get a new pair of shoes, man. And bro, it's like I got holes in the bottom, so the manure was seeping in. You know, it's just like, come on, man. I can't catch a break. But speaking of which, what we were talking about earlier is getting crapped on. So as we all know, I got, you know, crapped on the face from the tower. And at work earlier this week, I rescued a baby raccoon
Name Stan.
named Stan.
Where is said raccoon?
Said raccoon is with the ladies now at home in a box. It is being transported back and forth between their home,
Shared custody.
yeah, and work. But I went to move the ceiling tile, and as I'm moving the tile, you know, next thing I know, it was literally Niagara Falls of crap falling in my hair, down my shirt, in my mouth. I mean, literally, I had shit in my mouth.
Why didn't you take the bandana from your head and go full bank robber with it and wrap it around your mouth before so the insulation and
Because we weren't for sure where, you know.
Yeah, I know, but you're moving ceiling tiles.
Yeah,
And you had
I
a
understand.
bandana. I'm sure you had a bandana.
Look,
on your head.
dude, it was 3:30. I'm burnt. You know, the guy I was working with, you know, was like, okay, let's just get this done because the lady was like, it sounded like something was being murdered up there. And I was like, probably maybe giving birth. And she's like, oh, that had to have been what it was. That had to have been what it was. Well, the mother died during birth or disappeared. Hell, I don't know. But it had chewed all the
Wait a
insulation.
minute, hold on, time out, stop. So your hypothesis is this raccoon's giving birth
Yes.
and then died, but you don't have a corpse.
No, there's another corpse up there.
A fresh corpse?
It looks semi-fresh, but it's also baking right up against the tin.
Okay, because you made it sound like, because you said, as
Excuse
we previously
me,
discussed with words you chose.
Excuse me on my verbiage.
Well, you made it sound like the raccoon had left because you said run away, which would make people wonder, well, maybe it went out to
my
get food or
my
nesting, and
verbiage.
therefore you
No,
didn't save a raccoon. You
No.
stole one, much like you stole your dad's shoes.
they're actually not my dad's, dude. They're down the street. So
Wait, you stole one of your neighbor's shoes?
yeah, one of my new neighbors.
So you're at home, you're just fresh out of the shower,
Mm-hmm.
you're assessing the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I smell clean, brah.
Yeah, I
Got a
got
Scott shirt on.
deodorant. I'm
Got a
good.
Scott shirt on. But my shoes
Yeah.
are hit, man. I can't go walking around D-Train's house in these shoes.
Yeah, these shoes are blasted, bro.
So when the light bulb, as dim as it is, went off above your head, and you said, I want to go steal my neighbor's topsail.
Okay, jackass.
I'm just painting a picture here. Were you wearing your shoes when you went and stole his shoes, or did you get on barefoot so you can make a quick getaway?
No, I put on 2 pairs of socks and ran down the street and saw him up by his garage. And
So you stole his sports shoes. Did you clean the spiders out of them?
no, man, there was no spiders in them or nothing. They were nice and clean. And I said, you know what? And I slipped my foot. I said, perfect fit. I said, this is a perfect fit. I said, it actually supports my ankle. I said, you know,
stolen shoes with great arcs.
well, I looked around. I said, nobody's around. I said, it's not going to hurt because I'll return them. They'll be sitting back there later this evening. Dude, I got to do what I got to do.
Trying to make sure you didn't kidnap a. Hey everybody, Timmy and the boys are home.
Oh, did you hear the old fire up?
Yeah, they're just doing the motor testing.
Yeah, a little 2-stroker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Must be trying to ride the 4-wheelers. Must be trying to get wrapping this bad boy up.
Yeah, time to fire up the old 2-stroke. But anyways, point being is the crap just came down, man.
It's the universe, man. It's just shitting on you.
And then I stepped in it again today, and I told Hanny on Friday, I said, why is it every damn time I'm trying and I just, the crap I just get crapped on. If it's not from a chick or work or an automobile, you name it, man. You name it, man. You know, there's only one me. And, you know, out there. That's me, man. And I try, bro. I try. I bust. Bro, I bust so much. I've lost 37 pounds since the beginning of summer.
Start eating.
I eat, bro, but by calories.
The other day you said you don't eat.
Well, I mean, I eat, but I don't eat as much as I
You want
probably
me to
should.
give you a couple bricks of ramen noodle before you leave tonight?
No, man, I'll be all right,
That
dude.
with a belt.
No.
You go along with your stolen
Oh.
shoes, your stolen rack,
Oh.
shirt.
Very funny, D-Train. Oh, God, you know what? I'm going to hook you up with a belt and some ramen noodles and maybe
Fine,
like,
I'll keep the ramen noodles for myself.
Maybe-
I had some for lunch yesterday.
yeah, maybe that'll fill the belt out and you know, your shorts will fit right. You know,
I'm just looking out for you, man.
because you know, your shorts, you know, you wear a 36, but I really think you're a 32.
Here, let me help your self-esteem here, guy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I know. It's amazing to be here. Is this something? This is absolutely something. I can't believe it.
Well, we're gonna wrap this show up.
Yes, sir.
Every week we promise to have topics. Every week we promise to be prepared, and we never achieve that goal.
No, every week now we're going to be upgrading and getting better and better stuff so that we're able to.
Well, your assignment, as we spoke before we came on, is to carry a Sharpie marker with you,
No problem.
so that my shitty topics aren't the only topics we talk about, because not all mine even land. I mean, there's a lot of them are crap.
Yeah,
But they're filler and they work.
no pun intended.
So we're going to wrap it up.
All right, brother.
It's getting late.
Yep.
I'm running out of beer.
Love it, dude. Hell, I'm headed to the bar. All right, everybody. Now I just blew it up. All right, well, I'm headed to the bar. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks to my good friend over here, D-Train, man. Love this dude. I mean, just with the bottom of my heart, man. The guy's just one stoked, epic guy, man, and one hell of a producer, man. There's nobody better in the business than this guy right here. So with that, on that note, it's time to ride in the El Camino, everybody. Hope you have a good weekend. Late.
So I screwed up.
Yeah, me too.
No, I screwed up because Audition didn't record.
Oh, so we're on Facebook.
So I'm going to have to download the Facebook video